the stimulus money came and the wife's out of town. Let's go shopping. All right, so yeah, I got out this weekend and did a little shopping. Had a little, obviously, extra fundage, and nothing to tie me down from going and spending some time flipping records. So I headed over to the store that I occasionally go to. I've shown stuff in the past I've gotten. They're one of the only stores in the area that carry the various unofficial releases, bootlegs, things like that. A lot of the things that you can get online but rarely find local, and they carry them. And so I went back over there, figured it was a good time. It's been a while since I went over there. I knew there was one thing he had that I wanted. And I went in there, with the possible intent of spending more than I should. The wife gave me the okay to take a little of the stimulus and, buy some stuff. But I ended up going over there, and I only came out really with one of the items that I kind of anticipated buying because I know he had gotten this in. He told me about it. And that was picking up, Power Metal by Pantera. Now, these have been, unofficially released again recently. And I don't know why they brought this one out before I Am the Night. Because, a couple months ago I showed how I picked up the first two. And so these, had come out a couple months ago. And then now this one appears. Now, I assume it's probably the same company. I do see that this one, though, is on a red vinyl, whereas the other two were black. The other two really don't have much to them. They look pretty much like you would think. They attempt to carbon copy the original. This one has an insert sheet in it here that actually talks about, it's like a review of the record. So it is obviously showing you that this is a more modern day release. And so, yeah, anyway, it sounds great. It's similar to those two. I'm just waiting for the one that should have preceded this one, and then you'll have all four of those original releases that will be reissued. So, yeah, I was glad to get that. There was a lot of things I toyed around with getting because they do have a lot of the unofficial type releases, and but I decided not to go crazy. I ended up buying some stuff online instead of buying stuff there. But I did pick this up. He had this. You can see it was like $12. I went ahead, it's actually an album I've never owned before, and this was something that I never really listened to back in the day. It was during this time frame when I wasn't really listening to this particular brands of music in these late 80s. But, I have heard digitally and heard some good things about it, so I went ahead and picked it up. They had it there. So that's what I came out with, this and the Pantera. Now, the day before I went there, these are just some other finds. I went to one of the other stores I go to all the time and grabbed this. I went through their new used stuff that they got in, and they had this was about it. There was a bunch of stuff there, but nothing I really wanted to jump on. But they had this and VOA, which I already have. And I thought, well, I need this, and the price was right. And so I went ahead and grabbed that. Just a little hole filler. And it just, funny that Sammy Hagar keeps coming up in the past, 2 weeks. So it just was good timing. And then the only other thing over the weekend would be another one of those Amazon finds where the price dropped and you can't go wrong with it. So I picked this up, Saxon's Destiny. The price actually dropped to $12. It is the 2018 reissue on gold and brown. So goes along with some of the other Saxon reissues that I have, and wanted to go ahead and grab this for that price. I couldn't beat it. Now, it wasn't through Amazon, it wasn't a Prime buy, so I did have to pay some shipping, so it still ended up being like $17. So not bad, for a new reissue, brand new, still sealed and everything. So I figured I'd pull the trigger on that. So that was it. That was the weekend in new purchases. And I did, like I say, I did buy some stuff online, so there is some more mail coming. So, the wife and I decided to split some of the proceeds and, do some things with it. And I got some things coming. But that's it for this. Thanks for watching. Rock on and rock hard.